This has a common name of a shoe road. Well, shoe road is actually from dragging a log with a metal shoe in the front of it to keep the end of it from digging in the ground. It makes this hollowed out shape. Supplies and chaff going up, logs coming down. Well, that's a hydro sign, Tasmanian Hydro. They used this track after the human piners did to cart their equipment up to the upper reaches when they were measuring river heights in search for suitable dam heights. That, I think, was about the 1960s and 1970s.
Well, 1983 was the blockade.
Well, 83 was the blockade, but they were up here measuring river heights before that. So, in the 70s, they were carting their equipment up this track. You're clear. Just take a bit of cutting like that there, and we could get rid of all of this. It's not a big, thick, heavy forest, so it would be easy to maintain. This is as far as we need to carry our packs today. Hallelujah.
It's 1 o'clock. We've gone 1.6 kilometers from the boat.
As the crow flies,
As the crow
probably
flies.
3 kilometers through the bush.
Yes, and we left it probably about 10 to 11 because we went back to say hello to Jeff, the seaplane, as he landed.
All right, let's see if it was as suitable as I recall. It was, see, a little bit of a creek comes down here.
Yeah.
But it's not supposed to rain too hard, but maybe just right in there. How do you like your new tent site, my love?
I like it. I feel like I've been here a week already.
800 meters is our objective today. 800 meters is to where Google satellite shows something that vaguely resembles a bridge across a small creek, and we're going to have to bush bash a lot of it, so hence the early start. Let's do it. Think there's enough? Oh. Between the two pools, it should be enough to fill the 2 containers. And that will last us at least another 24. Well, with what we've got, we should go for another 24 hours.
Well, we hardly used any before, but while it's here, we might as well take it.
Yeah.
The containers.
This is the side track just before the last hydro sign, and we're just not sure whether, you know, it looks like it could be a track. We've never explored this one. It goes into this thicket of razor grass. So you can tell why we're having such difficulty following tracks besides the thick vegetation, is that there's so many of them. But look how beautiful that is up there. Green garden, green golden. Woo. Well, we've been 2 hours on the go, and we've not made 200 meters yet. I got Jude bashing through at the moment while I do clean up and mark. This is the thick stuff. You can see where we've come. We're skirting this really thick patch of Baura. This nice little green stuff is Baura. It forms a real tight net, as you can see. It's mixed with what we call horizontal too. Mind you, there's a bit of a tea tree here too, actually, and a few eucalypts. So we're getting a change in the vegetation from the rainforest to the drier. That is encouraging. Oh, God. Jesus. It's 9:30, and we're right, how do I say this? We went in a complete circle. We got lost on our taped route of yesterday, way down there. Got to that drop off to the creek, and in our efforts to find our way out of there, climbed to the ridge, found some tapes and followed them, and we ended up back at the bloody last tape there. Tarzan Jane.
No, Tarzan Jude.
That's...
I'm not taking after anybody else.
Stand on that button grass tuffet.
On this one?
Yeah. I'm standing
there?
on one.
Will
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I'm standing on one. It's the best view in the house. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Now, you see straight across us the ridge? That's the ridge we have to go up. Well, that might be as close as we get to the bridge. And it looks as though there's a bit of button grass over here. Tea tree and button grass. If we were to try and do this tomorrow, we're going to climb up there. And I think we've got about 150 meters to go to the supposed bridge. So what to do? We got to get home right now. It's 2 o'clock. Well, this is starting to get exciting. We just found 3 of these old tapes, and they're day leading down into that creek. Oh my God. Well, there's plenty of tapes around here. And right next to running water, that means the bottom of that creek, and it's flowing to our right, to the west. But there is no bridge. No idea what we do see in that Google Earth satellite image, but it is not, I repeat, it is not a bridge. We need to reconnoiter up and down this creek, and that's what we'll do now. I'm 50 meters beyond where Google Earth showed something that looked like a bridge. I don't see anything that way. It's quite easy that what we saw on Google Earth could be just the tops of those tea trees. Well, I suppose when seen from a satellite, the many branches and heads in a row could look like the bridge that we're fantasizing. I have found nothing. I'm coming back now. I'm 80 meters to the east of our waypoint. Well, even though we didn't find the bridge, it's been 4 very spectacular days of trying to find it, and in doing so, enjoying ourselves, pushing ourselves physically to the utmost. There's no question about it. So the question has been resolved. No bridge. Nevertheless, we have established a route through a large, difficult forest to a creek where just on the other side begins a massively large button grass plains that runs practically all the way to the Rocky Sprint. Trees do not grow on a button grass plain, and the sky is wide open, making travel considerably easier. Now that's a destination worth considering. Okay, I'm turning around now. Gonna go and find my dear wife, who's been with me all the time on this, and go have a bit of lunch, and then we're heading home. It's starting to cloud up. We might get a bit of rain later on tonight.